They won the football game, not the New York Giants. The Broncos just pulled off one of the most epic comebacks of all time. But the offense again was terrible for 3 quarters, and then they exploded in the fourth quarter, and it was a whole lot of fun. So we're going to dive into this film today and figure out what we got going on offense. Actually, but before we do that, really quick, let me take a quick second here to thank my title sponsor, Safeway. I could not do this without Safeway. They've been an incredible partner of mine, and they're an incredible local grocery store. There is a difference in where you shop. Safeway supports local small businesses, so when you go to Safeway, know that you're supporting your local small businesses. They cut their fruit fresh in store every single day, and believe me, there's a difference in that taste. They've got an incredible app that if you don't have on your phone, you're missing out. Skip the other delivery service apps, order directly from Safeway's app. You're going to save time, you're going to save money, and that food will be on your doorstep before you blink your eye. Safeway, fresh foods, local flavors. Check out your local Safeway store today. All right, let's dive into the film here and see what we got. First half, Denver Broncos versus the New York Giants. So this first series was frustrating. We come out with 3 straight passes and get absolutely nothing going on. You know, there were a couple drops maybe that impacted this series. I mean, when I say maybe, I don't mean maybe as in there's a couple drops. I just mean it's debatable on who you want to blame them on. This ball, I would say, is catchable. Is it a little bit high? Yeah. Is it well within Pat Bryant's catch radius? It sure is. Pat's got to come down with this ball. You know, nobody wants to see 3 straight passes to begin a football game. But to be fair to Sean Payton, I'm sure on his first 15, the plays that he scripts, it did not say 3 straight passes. The problem was you came out with the first pass, dropped ball. Second pass again right here, dropped ball. And now you're off script. You got to go 3 straight passes, and things don't look so pretty. So Pat Bryant drops one. Cortland Sutton drops one on this play right here. Although I don't blame Cortland. He's about to get destroyed over the middle of the field. That's a hospital ball from Bo Nix. I mean, catchable ball for sure, but he's going to get his wide receiver destroyed. And now 3rd down and 10. We've gained exactly 0 yards on this drive. Let's scramble out. We're going to try to throw a little touch pass to Troy Franklin, and we're going to overthrow him. Broncos off to a brutal start against the New York Giants offensively. All right, second series. Can we do any better in the second series? Probably not. We got a high snap on this one. As you can see, Luke Wattenberg almost snaps that ball over Bo Nix's head. That just throws the timing and the tempo of the play off a little bit. But again, it really is another ball that Evan Ingram probably should catch. Is it a perfect placement from Bo Nix? No, of course it's not. Is it within the catch radius of Evan Ingram? I would say it is. So unfortunately, in the first 4 plays of the game, you've got 3 drops, 2 of which were not great balls, but all 3 of them were catchable footballs. Handed off to Marvin Mims here on the fly sweep. Good job by Marvin Mims getting upfield and gaining a first down. You'll see here Nate Atkins more or less whiffs on his first block, number 45. But if it's actually, I should take that back. He's really not whiffing there. If that defensive end's going to stretch with him, he's going to block him. If he cuts inside, he's taught by play design to let that man go. Okay, our first traditional handoff of the game to our running back. Actually, we're really close here to having a pretty good looking play. So here's what we got. We're going man on out here. We're going to go a single block up to number 50. We've got an A block on the backside to 52. And we're going to try to sneak inside right here to block number 22. And this is the first of what felt like 1.5 million bubble screens that we threw in this game. Not a traditional bubble screen to a wide receiver. It's a swing route to your running back, but a very similar concept. I could go another 5 games without seeing a bubble screen as far as I'm concerned. Really, we've got a 2-on-1 out here. I mean, you can see we've got what we want right here. We're in good shape. We're going to lead up here, block this guy. It's just this one dude right here, Evan Ingram, missed his block right there. If Evan Ingram gets a block right there, you might have yourself a decent looking play. Okay, we got great pass protection here. We finally are going to complete a pass down the field to Cortland Sutton. Offensive line does a good job of blocking their dudes, and Cortland does a good job on his route. Bo Nix delivers the ball on time, and it looks like, hey, we can actually move the ball down the field a little bit. Great protection. Look at that. Bo Nix has got all frickin' day, plants his feet, steps into it, delivers a strike. But we were still short of the first down. All right, backed up now. Got to have good efficiency when you get backed up. Your goal when you're backed up is to gain for 1 first down so you can flip the field. If you get more than that, it's all gravy, but the real goal is to just gain at least 1 first down. RJ Harvey finished the game with 4 carries for 0 yards, so we got to get our young buck going. Okay, so we got a tackle pull going on here. So we're going to down block on 45. Garrett Bowles is going to pull out into space out here. We're going to gain, try to reach to his front side shoulder. We've got an A block going on the backside right there. And then on the backside between Calvin Throckmorton and Mike McGlinchey, we're going to C block up to 51. One second, sorry. Decent job by Bowles out in space. Would like to see him keep inside leverage there, but that's all right. His man doesn't make the play. The reason why we don't have much more is because our center right here, we just don't quite get front side on this guy to get a wall. If we get front side and wall that guy off, we're going to have a decent looking play, but instead this guy's going to beat Luke Wattenberg over the top, and he's going to meet RJ Harvey in the hole. Bubble screen number 2 of the game, and we've actually got some good success on this one. Cortland Sutton and Troy Franklin, I'll show you from this angle. They do a good job of blocking out in space. We're going to start Marvin Mims in the backfield at the running back position, motion him out. And let's pause it right there. That's a good job by both these guys. Number 11, Troy Franklin. Number 14, Cortland Sutton. Gives us a nice little hole for us to split that seam. I guess we don't end up splitting the seam. We bounce it outside, but that's all right. It's still a great job by those receivers. Okay, we got some split flow action going on here. We're going to motion Nate Atkins across the field. Then we're going to send him backside. All right, so we're man on right here. This is the key block, okay? This double team between these two up to 53. Quinn Miners is going to do a good job leveling him in. I would like to see Mike McGlinchey's, or excuse me, not Mike McGlinchey, Luke Wattenberg. I'd like to see his hat get a little bit further play side. You're going to see that although they start out good on this double team, unfortunately, Wattenberg ends up falling off of it. I think his hat's just a little bit shallow, and 99 is able to bubble 27 outside. That being said, good job on the backside. Okay, let's watch this double team right here. Number 63, Alex Palczewski. He's your third guard of the season. We got a B block on the backside up to 58. Watch how Palczewski gets up to the second level and does a good job. Excuse me, Bowles gets up to the second level, but Palcho torques his man to the ground. Second time of the game, we've run this exact same play. It's just a swing. It's just a bubble concept off the swing route from our running back. Sean clearly saw something he liked in the game plan with all these bubble screens. So I'm going to pause it right there. You don't really see it, but Cortland Sutton right here, I'm going to rewind it a little bit. Cortland goes in too heavy. He tries to block with his shoulder. I think Cortland does a good job blocking out in space more times than not. But on this one, I don't like that he doesn't try to utilize his hands. He tries to go for the big blow up, and he slips off. If Cortland stays on his man, then 82's Troutman, he's able to climb up to number 21. But instead, he's got to peel back and block Cortland Sutton's man. Okay, this is a tough angle here, all right? So we've got a man block over here, and I don't like Garrett Bowles on this one. He should be attacking that outside shoulder and being more aggressive. Instead, he's going to step back and he's going to invite him inside. Does not end up running the play, but I don't like how soft he is on this one. We're going to be man there. We're going to be we've got an A block on the backside over here, and then we've got a gain on the backside. The tough block is this guy, number 13, okay? He's blocking number 22 up here. So he can either inside release over there or he can outside release and try to get inside. Either way, he's got bodies in front of him, and you'll see 13's not able to get up to the second level to block this guy. 22 is just going to shoot the gap. There's not a whole lot that Pat Bryant can do about that, quite frankly. It's just bad angles. I don't like this one from Bo. We got to have better awareness than this. We're going to go with the naked bootleg. The Giants don't bite on it as much as you'd want. We end up having two defenders chasing him down. Bo's got to see this guy, man. I mean, you just got to throw that ball out of bounds, dirt it, or throw it to Troutman. You got Troutman in the flat right there. If you look over the top, right where my mouse is underneath my big ugly face, you've got Troutman wide open right there. You do have options. You can dirt it. You can throw out of the bounds. But the one thing that you cannot do is take a big hit. I mean, Bo almost gets decapitated on this one. Lucky that Bo doesn't get knocked out of the game with a concussion. Okay. Another variation of a slip screen. Pause it right there. Unfortunately, Troy Franklin overruns his guy a little bit, and we're just going to get underneath and block him up and be able to make the tackle. Garrett Bowles is getting out in space up there, and we're running down the field here. Troy just overruns his man, and unfortunately, that leaves no gain. Okay, we're going to take a deep shot here to Troy Franklin. Good pass protection. We've got time, but no chance on this ball. I'm going to skip ahead. Okay, we got a Crawshaw punt. Crawshaw's been tremendous. He's probably been the best rookie draft pick that the Broncos have this year, has been your punter. For whatever that means, your punter's been the best draft pick. Probably not ideal. Okay, quick three-step concept here. Bo Nix is going to get this ball out of his hands quick. I'd like to see Bowles be more aggressive on his set on the three-step concept, but that's all right. No harm, no foul. It's good pass protection. Bo gets the ball out of his hands. We've got a minor gain, 4 or 5 yards. We are just really afraid to push the ball down the field. I don't know. I don't know if it's the play calls from Sean. I don't know if Bo Nix is just checking down too quickly, but I'm sick and tired of seeing these lateral passes. We got to start being more aggressive in our game plan. I mean, I think this is I don't think, I actually know that this is by design. This is another slip screen concept. How do you know that? Because number 60's out here in space. You're not going to see an offensive lineman down the field unless you know that you're throwing the ball. Excuse me, wrong. Unless you know you're throwing the ball lateral, because that's going to be an illegal man down the field. So this play is by design. I'm not sure why Cortland's not blocking this dude right here. We got a lot of mental mistakes going on in this game. All right, second quarter going the opposite direction. Got a tip ball here. There must have been at least 4 or 5 different tip passes in this game. I think that Bo Nix could have helped himself on a few, and I think a few of them, there wasn't a whole lot he could do about it. This one in particular, look, I'm not trying to embarrass our young man here, Luke Wattenberg, our center, but he is the weak link on the offensive line. You've got really good offensive line play going on, and it just feels like every week we've got something going on from Wattenberg that just isn't quite as good as everybody else. As you watch this one, Luke undersets him a little bit. I'd like to see that hat set to the midline. You see how this hat is set on the inside shoulder right here. He's got to bring this hat and get hat to hat with him, because when you're short like that, when you're shallow, well, you're going to give a short corner for him to just beat you straight up the field. Probably nothing Bo could do about this one. Okay, we got cross flow action going on, so we're gonna leave this end man on the line. We're gonna bring our tight end all the way across the field. Excuse me, forgive my chicken scratch. We're gonna bring our tight end all the way across the field. That's how we're gonna block him. We're man on right here. We're man on right here. We've got a block on the backside, but we got to push all the way to 53, and then Mike McGlinchey's got to push all the way to 58. It's really not bad. The one guy that makes the play is going to be number 22. Cortland Sutton has got to get on his high horse and try to get in here. I actually like this effort from Cortland Sutton. He's not able to get his hat play side, but watch as Cortland gets in there. He's just a tick behind. He almost knocks 22 past the running back. It's a good effort from Cortland. Okay, we're going to hit our check down here. Maybe it's not a check down, but we're going to come back to like our third option in the progression. We'll take it. First down. We don't have many of those. Okay, we're moving the ball a little bit on this drive. Okay. We've got a zone. I think we got a zone read concept here going on because how do I know that? Watch your quarterback. Watch number 10. Okay, he's going to hand this ball off. He knows that 51 is crashing down the field. You see 51. If he crashes down the field, Bo needs to keep that ball and run it out here. And you'll see Bo at the end of this play. He's going to throw his arms across his chest. He knows he made the wrong read. He's saying, damn it, I made the wrong read right there. I should not have handed that ball off. I should have kept it. If he does keep it, look at all this green grass out here, man. I mean, he could be running this. I mean, this could be a home run ball. We could be looking at a touchdown play right there. Okay, so just to educate you guys just a little bit what's going on here. When you've got the zone read, if 51 runs up the field and meets at the mesh point, we're going to hand the ball off and we're going to go there, okay? If 51 decides I'm going to crash down the field for this mesh point, now Bo Nix needs to keep the ball and he needs to run outside. 51 definitely is going to crash down the field. Bo Nix needs to keep this ball. Another mental mistake. Keep that sucker, man. That's an easy read. There's no conflict there. That's an easy read. Bo knows it. He wants that one back. Gosh, man. I mean, mental mistakes, checkdowns, bubble screens, drop balls. We must have had at least 6 or 7 drop balls in this game. Way, way too many. We got what we want right there. Cortland's doing a good job staying engaged on his man. We would have had an easy first down. Looks like we got a draw concept by design. I don't think this is Bo Nix just freestyling. I think this was a designed QB draw. Good job making a play, getting a first down. We're close to one. We're close to one. Marvin Mims does his best, tries to come down with the miracle grab. If he was 2 inches taller, he probably comes down with that one. Let's check out the pass protection. Okay. So I think the Broncos got a 5-0 call going on here. So that means we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 guys for our 5 offensive linemen. Right there, right there, right there. Mike McGlinchey is actually setting for number 0, thinking that Quinn Miners is going to block number 95. 0 isn't going to rush. 95 is going to run straight up the field. Mike McGlinchey thinks that Quinn Miners is coming to get him. Quinn sees this dude drop, so he falls back inside, thinking Mike McGlinchey is going to block number 95 right here, and we've just got miscommunication. Mike thinks he's got his guard on the inside, and he does not. Just nothing there. Got to get more push. All right, great job by Bo Nix here, buying himself some time, scrambling out to the right. It looks like he's got a couple defensive linemen to get through the O-line relatively quickly. It's going to force him to scramble out to the right side. He stays patient. He doesn't panic. He keeps his eyes down the field and finds Cortland Sutton. This is not an ideal matchup out here. We've got Evan Ingram trying to block 91. That is not ideal, and we're out leveraged. So Evan's got to work hard to get his hat inside. He doesn't get his hat inside, so Bo's got to get outside and make a play. All right, this is one of the more frustrating sequences of the game right here. Down there on the 5-yard line, you run the ball. That's a pretty decent gain on first down. Got to get in the touchdown. Got to get in the end zone. I would have kept running the ball after that one because I like the push the offensive line had. We've got every fat man's dream, okay? Garrett Bowles, number 72. He's reported eligible. Hey, I'm eligible. And man on the line. I'm going to just act like I'm going to block my guy. I'm going to play dumb right here. Then I'm going to sneak out for what should have been a wide open touchdown. Unfortunately, we got a tip ball. And every fat man's dream. Bullsy's wide freaking open. Just throw a nice little touch pass to him. Just lob that ball up to your man 72. He's not a wide receiver. Instead, we put some heat on this sucker, and Bowles tries to lay out for it. I'm a dead man in the end zone. My only opportunity in my life to catch a touchdown is now over. Fat man dream has died. Hold on 1 second here. Okay, moving on. Sorry about that. I apologize. I thought I paused the video. You can go sprint right. Giants don't fall for it. You got Troy Franklin trying to settle him down by the pylon, and they've got good coverage. Excuse me. Just run the ball, put it in the end zone. I mean, seriously, we're on like the 2 or 3 yard line. Just run the ball, put it in. We're overcomplicating our lives here. Frustrating. All right, we got a minute left in the half, so we're pretty much in 2-minute mode here. It's a good snag from Evan Ingram, although I would prefer that he actually drop the ball because we got no gain and the clock's going to run. "43 seconds on the clock. Hit our check down. Let's see, is anything open over the... Oh. Oh, boy. You guys like this? Huh? Do we like these options down the field right here? Watch this one, though, right here across the middle of the field. We got a great shot at a big play. You got everything you want. You got a safety that's going to get matched up, trying to cross the field, catch up to Evan Ingram. I sure wish we would have hit that one. I like the post route up top as well. Either one of those, we could take a deep shot down the field, but Bo goes with the check down instead. "31 seconds left. And we're going to take a sack. Let's watch the other angle, see who gets beat. I think it's Quinn Miners. Yeah, so, okay. We've got a TE game going on here, right? So we're going to run straight up the field, try to hit our tackles inside shoulder. It's a delayed TE game, so we're going to take a couple steps, then we're going to come inside. You'll see Quinn, he just gets his eyes set on his down. He doesn't realize that he's got a looper coming on the inside. Is right there. Okay, we got to knock him off, and it's a delayed game. I understand why he didn't feel it coming because Burns rushed all the way up the field. This is something that was probably not even by design. He probably just does it last second. Quinn doesn't feel him and doesn't get off onto the looper. Okay, That's all for the first half there, folks. If you guys have not subscribed to Mount Polumbus Speaks, and I know the majority of you guys are watching on X right now, hit that link in my bio on X, go on over to YouTube and hit subscribe. You want to make sure you don't miss out on any of my content. If you like what I do, you're going to want to have a YouTube subscription, and just know that I would be very grateful if you'd help me grow my YouTube channel. If you'd go over there, hit like, subscribe, and comment on the video. A few comments does wonders for the algorithm, and I'd be grateful for you guys supporting me as I try to put out content that you guys are going to enjoy. We're going to call that a day for the most part here as I wrap things up. I'm going to come back tomorrow and do the second half film for you guys. Obviously, the second half's going to be a whole lot more fun to watch. Broncos had far too many mental mistakes. I mean, I didn't count them, but just thinking about it off the top of my head, I bet they had 7 or 8 mental mistakes in the first half alone. 7 or 8 in an entire game is outrageous. 7 or 8 in the first half is absolutely insane. So they got to clean this up. There's a lot of bad film, but the second half is going to be a lot more fun to watch. So until tomorrow, I appreciate you guys joining in. You're going to make sure that you're going to want to make sure that you don't miss out on the second half film, though, because that's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll put that out tomorrow night right around the same time. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys being a part of Mount Polumbus